Good morning. Well, for me it's morning. It is Saturday, August 23rd at 8. Let me get specific. 26. I'm getting dressed for the day. And we're doing like a little New York day trip. I'm going with Nadiyah, Hannah, and Faith. However, Faith might come up later because she does not feel like her best right now. So hopefully she makes it up. Fingers crossed. But our bus is at 9:30. And then we're going into the city. So I'm just getting dressed right now. I've changed my outfit about 4 times. And I said I was gonna bring only one bag, and then like my backpack with my other clothes in it. However, this no longer goes with everything. So I have to switch out. Anyway, I will be popping back in as I'm editing to put in commentary on things. Even though I look tired and a little bit of a mess, I literally had no thoughts about any of the food, any of the activities. So I will pop in and out. That's it. I'm about to call my Uber. Here's what I'm bringing, just this backpack. And then this is gonna be my personal bag. Let me, I feel like there's no flattering place. I need something taller. Just welcome to my closet. Oh, I need to put on my jewelry. I'm about to call my Uber because it was saying 30 minutes to get there by taking a bus south to City Hall and then getting on the L to go towards the Spring Garden stop, which is right where the bus picks up. But it used to be over by the Liberty Route and stuff, which was I used to live 5 minutes from there, so that was an easy walk. It was I think it said 40 or 50 minute walk. I was like, that's not gonna happen. And I did wake up in time. I woke up at 4, could not go back to sleep, but I did go to bed at 10:30. So I did get 5-6 hours of sleep, more or less. All right, jewelry. So about to call the Uber. I don't need this ring anymore. I'm not wearing red. And I'm going to call it to the City Fitness right next to it, because Nadiyah sent coordinates, and I put those coordinates in, what's it called? Uber, and Uber did not want the coordinates. So I just looked at the map, and it's right by City Fitness. So that's where I'm gonna call my Uber to. I think Hannah and Nadiyah are gonna get there. I think the goal is by 9:30. The bus leaves at 9:45. Here's what I'm wearing. I feel kind of ridiculous being I have lip balm, blood, I'm fully done up at 9/11. Fully dressed. Shirt, Tom Brown, The Real. Got it for a very good deal. These shorts, you can't even see. I don't even know where to put you. Okay. And then I'm wearing these Gucci shoes and these J. Crew socks just because I was I need a nice pair of socks. I can't. This was a last minute switch. All right, so I'll see you when people get to the bus.
You vlogging?
Yeah. Hannah. I moved locations. I decided the couch was not the best place. I actually look a mess. I haven't shaved. I don't have lip balm on. My hair's a mess. Anyway, this is where we split, and I went to the Great Gatsby, and then they went and I think they got lunch and went shopping. They bought a couple of things. Here's a playbill. It was fantastic. It was ginormous and fun and very like devastating. Like last time I read the book was like 8th grade. So I had forgotten a lot of what happens, but I think that was to my benefit. And even though I didn't remember everything, I remember some things, and I had a basic idea of what was going to happen and who each person's role was, and it was just like fantastic. I saw not a lot of the principal cast was there. It was like understudies. Ryan McCartan was Gatsby, and he was fantastic. Like, it was so emotional, and there was like such a like depth to it that listening to the cast album, I'm sure you hear it, but seeing it in person is so different. And that, I mean, that's Jeremy Jordan, this is Ryan McCartan, so different people, different takes, but it was like, it was fantastic. And then Samantha Pauly was Jordan, and he has been such like an internet person, and I've followed her since like she was in 6th, and it's just crazy to see these people that are like, I mean, to me, famous, and then see them actually perform is wild, so wild. And then of the principal cast, Lindy Janau played Myrtle. She was like, I would say the character I remembered the least about, but her moments became, I would say, my favorites. Like Secondhand Suit and One Way Road, and you know how the story ends for her. It's insane, and she played it like she stole the show for me personally. I just wasn't expecting that, because I mean, the character doesn't stay on stage. Like, she's not a Gatsby, she's not a Jordan, not a Daisy, not a Nick. So she's not in the main 4, but her moments were so impactful. Staging, and it's just a big musical, but it feels intimate and emotional, and I'm very glad I got to see it, because I had booked previously, well, I wasn't planning on seeing any shows, and then I was like, oh, I should see something on that Sunday, because everyone was leaving earlier, and sorry, people were just staring at me from outside. What was I saying? Oh, we took the bus up, and we were planning on taking the bus back at like 2:30 on Sunday. And I was like, I could stay longer. So I booked Death Becomes Her. And then Friday night before we left, I was like, I could see another show. I can take 2.5 hours to be, on my own. And so then I booked The Great Gatsby, and I'm so glad I did. And especially seeing Gatsby and Death Becomes Her, they're both big musicals, but in completely different emotional spheres. Like, The Great Gatsby is like, it hits you, it's like romantic, it's got funny moments, but it's at, the core like a drama and an exploration. And I'm not, a Great Gatsby like fanatic. Like, I liked the book, but I clearly don't know everything about it. So I don't know what exactly was accurate, what wasn't. This full bed. But we did get like a view. That's cute, I guess. 54. Right, we're up. $15 for 10 minutes. That's insane. Huh? Getting ready for dinner. This is really cute. Dark footage. It's so dark. Nothing is showing up right. God, take the video. Outfit change.
Oh.
Same outfit, but you can still show that. Oh, with the light, it looks good.
Oh, sorry. That's really good.
What are we? Little sister?
Little sister.
Going to little sister.
Let's hope we get it. Say hello, cabins on zero. I'm like the doorman guy. Like I go to the doorman and I'm like,
Bye, Chelsean. So much. I can get down with this. That looks really pretty. The egg.
which way do we go? Here we go. Oh, okay.
Why won't it let me zoom in? About to head to the bus. I'm just walking around, waiting. I have an hour till the show starts. I have to try and keep this review shorter, but Death Becomes Her was insane. Never seen anything to that scale before. And I said earlier, you know, Great Gatsby is big, but Death Becomes Her is huge. Like, it is just a production. So just like the energy of the theater, which most people who go to theater, you know, I think enjoy it, but this was like another level of excitement and fandom. I just think it's a following that most Broadway shows probably don't get. Like, you could tell it was like fans on fans on fans. It wasn't just people coming in town to be like, okay, let's see this, it looks cute. And I'm sure there were people there like that, but it was, everyone around was it was insane. They were all so excited. I've never heard so much clapping and cheering in my life. It was so good. I did not get to see Megan Hilty as Madeline. Natalie Charles Ellis, I think is her name, which she's listed on like the little, here I have the sheet. But on the website, she's just listed as ensemble. So I guess she's cover or standby. I don't know what she is, but she was fantastic. You would have, if I didn't know Megan Hilty, not that I know her personally, but like if I didn't know who she was, and I know that she was going to be in it, I would not have known, which I think is the point. You know, Broadway's supposed to be consistent and everyone's very good, and it seems like a very complicated show to put on. There's like so many effects and costumes, and you know, it's Paul Tazwell, so it's insane costumes. Hard not to compare the two because I saw them back-to-back days, but they both had this grand aspect, which I said I wasn't gonna babble on, but here we are. It was just fantastic. Seeing Michelle Williams was life-changing. I saw Cowboy Carter in DC a couple months ago, so now seeing Michelle is like, wow, I've seen two of the Destiny's Child members. Jennifer Samard lived up to everything. Christopher Sieber lived up to everything. The most surprising character is Stefan, which is new for Josh Lemon, I guess, played him, and it was like fantastic, really funny, and so good. The music, again, I would say this show was, I'd put it higher on a list than The Great Gatsby in production, however, and the music's entertaining, but I think Gatsby has more like listenable to music. Like, I don't know, I wouldn't find myself listening to Death Becomes Her, and I tried. Like on the bus down, I listened to both, or the bus up. I've never listened to them before, but I just found seeing it in person outweighed the cast of it in both regards, but especially seeing the performance that goes along with Death Becomes Her. Because Gatsby, it's, you know, there's dancing, whatever, but it's, you know, there's a lot of park and bark as well. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Campy, fun. It was like, I felt very lucky to see it with so much of the original cast. It was just wonderful. All right, I've decided to get dressed and was planning on running a couple errands anyway, but I was like, maybe I'll finish out the video once I'm a little more presentable, although the light, it's just, you know, the lighting is never going to be in my favor. However, it was a wonderful trip. I wish Julia and Faith were able to make it up. It was kind of, you know, sad to be there without everyone. But Hannah, as of today, is leaving Philly. So we did dinner for her last night anyway, but getting to go on like one last trip before she goes to grad school back in California, just felt really lucky and happy, and it was a great weekend. Don't want to, it's always hard when your friends move away, but Newark was just a great, you know, way to celebrate unofficially, and I just felt really lucky, and it was a great time. I am actually going back to New York next weekend, so it'll be 2 weeks after I went with Nadiyah and Hannah. I don't know if I'll film or not, because we kind of don't have any plans, but I guess we didn't really this time either. But, you know, we'll see. Thanks for watching and letting me talk about Broadway and nerd out a little bit. I felt like I talked for a long time, but I also was like, I can't cut it out. But also I was like, gosh, I look real bad. But here we are. All right, thank you for watching. Also, so much love to Nadiyah and Hannah for making it such a fun time. You know, I could have easily gone up alone and done the same Broadway stuff, but, you know, outside of that, I would have just been alone. So, you know, trips like this, they just, you know, make you appreciate your friends. So thank you. Now, bye.